Welcome back to another edition of Brand Power. I am your guy, Rhett Butler. And as usual, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, I'm not going to say I'm new to the space of YouTube, but what I am doing is being consistent. And like I always say about branding in general, consistency is key. So this is me being vulnerable. I have been hella inconsistent, mainly because life be lifing is what the kids say to me. But we pass all that. We back and we got some more stuff for you. So hit that sub button and please like if you enjoy this content. But I want to get into another great lesson because, you know, the culture be needing some help. And I feel the need to put my cape on. And in this case, I put on my kimono. Shout out to Shaka King, who made this amazing garment. You know, I shop black owned constantly. But the culture needs to hear one thing, and if you don't hear anything I say today, please hear this so loud and so clear. When it comes to the world of branding, right? The family hustle, you gotta be very careful. Let's get into it. This will not be comfortable. Remy Ma and Papoose. Now, I gotta say this, right? First of all, let me keep it a bean with you. I don't be about the Chatty Patty. I don't like talking about other people's business. But I will say this. Black love is a beautiful thing and so rare, in fact, in pop culture that when you see it, you actually look at it as a mantra, an ethos, a whole format, if you will, of what it looks like to be black and in love. Now, black love is a beautiful thing, right? But we all know that love on any level is one of these things where you have to understand life is not promised to anybody. So specifically, life together with somebody is never promised. Also, anything and everything can happen in a romantic relationship. And I want to keep it right on this front angle right here so I can talk you straight in the eye with this one, y'all. We're going to stay here for a while. The main thing you have to remember is that if you're going to be branding your love, your family, you know, the family hustle. Unfortunately, because the way life goes for families, for love, because it's real life and not manufactured marketing, you might disappoint the audience if the family hustle, the love, was the brand. I'm going to say that again in case that went over your head. If you're going to use your family or your love life as the brand, and if I have to bring it back to you to understand, branding means perception, okay? We're not talking about logos. We're not talking about reality shows. We're not talking about Instagram accounts and all the back and forth and the dramas going on. We're going to get into that. Perception and branding are one and the same. So if you're going to have the perception of yourself in business, in the world, be about your family, about your romantic relationship, you have to know that this is a 50-50 crapshoot that you might crap all the way out. There, I said it, right? Now, again, I want to be very clear. I thought Remy Ma and Papoose were an amazing thing. We obviously know, if you follow hip hop, that Remy Ma had a prison stint. You know, I'm from Harlem in the Bronx. Shout out to Remy. She's boogie down all day, the X and all that. But at the end of the day, we saw a man would look like taking care of his woman while she was incarcerated. These folks have a child. She's a successful artist. He's a successful artist. They're in the entertainment business. And at the end of the day, we were all concerned with this woman's well-being while she was incarcerated. And watching him take care of her, AKA hold her down, under the worst circumstances anybody can go through, was aspirational, completely. I mean, who's going to deny that having a person hold you down doesn't affect your brand positively, right? It created the ethos around their situation of the perfect relationship. But that's where the problem resides. There are no perfect relationships. The definition of a relationship is imperfection. Yeah, I'm dropping jewels. Imperfection is the definition of a relationship. So if we know that a relationship is imperfect, you have to be willing to brand your family hustle, your romance, with all the problems that come with any real relationship. And if you're not okay with that vulnerability, If you're not okay with that overexposure into your personal life, if you're not okay with being that raw and rugged with people you're never going to meet, then it's for you. But what I know is that most people on the rise of the brand doing well, of the perception taking an effect and a hold as a foundation for these artists in this case, I know they never expected their dirty laundry to be aired. And unfortunately, we're in an era, right, where people are outing each other on social media, even when they're married, i.e. Cardi B, Offset, now Remy Ma, Papoose. And we've seen this down the line. Clearly, the biggest news over the last, 3 years was Will and Jada. It went from whispers and rumors to confirmations on the red table talks, right? And Will looked hella uncomfortable, and now the rumors continue to persist. His assistant came out saying all kind of crazy things. Look, it's a wild time outside. And it's enough that there's a proliferation of bloggers, vloggers, and whatnot that are making their money and their bones just by being complete chatty patties for a living. Everybody's business in the public life is their real estate to sell in the content space. So I preface this again by saying, if you are okay with complete vulnerability, no control of the narrative, then please use your family as the brand. Please use your perception as your romance. You can do whatever you want, but understand that there's consequences. And now what happens is you're forcing the audience to pick a side. You're going to have Team Papoose. You're going to have Team Remy Ma. Hell, you're even going to have Team Clarissa Shields because she's supposed to be the side joint. You're also going to have Team Easy the Block Captain. I'm hearing all these names because they're being force-fed down my news feed, and I didn't ask for it. But that's the problem, if you deem that a problem, with the family hustle branding, the romantic branding. You don't know where the narrative's going to go. You don't know if you're going to split your audience, and you absolutely cannot control where that runaway car is going to go, and it might just keep crashing all the way out. You can look at the Kennedys, right? They call them Camelot, supposed to be the ideal family. But there's been so many tragedies that happened in that family in real life that people actually believe that that's a cursed family. Again, with everything good, there's a downside. Normally in business, you can control the effects of the downside to a greater degree when you're not in the center of the storm. But when the branding and the business is based around love that could be fleeting, and a family that might have real issues that nobody knows about because it was none of our damn business, you're playing a game of Russian roulette with your situation that you might not recover from. Man, my name is Rhett Butler. This is Brand Power Direct. We got so much coming to you in store. Classes, articles, insights, all that good stuff. Stay tuned in, but of course, please subscribe, like. We're trying to reach a certain number that we can go live for y'all. We hope this helps. And remember one thing, like I said before, branding is perception. And if you're going to do the family hustle, be ready for family problems. Yeah. Peace. Please, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, I'm not going to say I'm new to the space of YouTube, but what I am doing is being consistent. And like I always say about branding in general, consistency is key. So this is me being vulnerable. I have been hella inconsistent, mainly because life be lifing is what the kids say to me. But we pass all that. We back, and we got some more stuff for you. So hit that sub button, and please like if you enjoy this content.